Okay, this video is looking at conditional probability. Now, we have a rule for conditional probability where we have this symbol with a line coming down here. So we say this as the probability of A given B. So given that B has occurred, what's the probability of A occurring? Now, our rule for it is the probability of A and B over the probability of B. Now, we can obviously reverse this if we want the probability of B given A. We just switch those letters around. So we'll keep our A and B on the top, but on the bottom we'll have an A. Now I wanted to do a bit of a practical example for this. So I'm doing a Venn diagram where I'm sorting these into whether they're red or circle shaped. So looking at my ones down the bottom here, we've got red and we've got yellow, we've got rectangles and we've got circles. So we're going to sort them and put them into these categories here. So we've got things that are red and circle go in the middle. So I might pop them in first, my red circles. Then I've got these blocks that are red, but they're not circles. So they can't go in the overlap. So they're just going to go in the red section. Then I've got these ones that are circles, but they're not red. So they just get to go in the circle section there. And then I've got this one that's not red and it's not a circle, so it goes outside. Now, obviously, they don't fit very well in there, so I'm just going to write how many there are of each. So I know there's 2 of these blocks go in this section. I had 3 of those circles in the overlap, so 3 red circles. Then I had the 4 yellow circles, so they're in the circle 1, but not in the overlap, so they're not red and circular shaped. And then I had this 1 block outside. Now I can see that I have 2 and 3 is 5 and 4 is 9 and 1 is 10. When I check these numbers here, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 will give me 10. So I know I've got my Venn diagram drawn. I'm going to move these to the side now. So if I selected one out of a bag randomly, we're saying what is the probability that it's one feature given and it's another. So an example for this one might be, what's the probability that it is red given that it's a circle? So I like to tell my students, without having to use the rule, we know that it's a circle. So we're looking at this part of our diagram. So we're not looking at this bit, not looking at that. So in that circle, how many do we have there altogether? We have 7. So we know that that's going to be over 7. So out of that, how many in this circle are also red? So given that we know it's a circle, what's the probability it's going to be red? And we get that 3. Now, transferring that to using the rule and how that works is if we did that, we would have our probability of red given a circle would be the probability of red and a circle. So how many do we have in the red and circle? We had 3. Now, we're writing it as a probability, so we need to do it over the total, which we said was 10. So that would be 3 over 10. Then we want to divide that by the probability of B. So that's the probability of a circle. So when we look at that, we have 7 there. That's 7 out of 10. If we put that into our calculator, 3 over 10 divided by 7 over 10, we're going to get that 3 over 7, which we found when we looked at it just visually from our Venn diagram. So sometimes you will be asked to do that without a Venn diagram, but I really like the Venn diagram, being able to read it off there. So if you're given the information, you can always do a quick Venn diagram and do it from there. If we wanted to go the other way and go the probability of a circle, given that the shape is red, we would then look at the red side of things. So not at the circle, just over here, and we've got 5 altogether. So we know that it's going to be something out of 5. Now out of that 5, how many of them are also circular shape? And that's 3. Comparing that to our rule, we would be looking at what the probability of being a circle and red is, which we already know is 3 over 10. And we're dividing that by the probability that's red, which is the 5 over 10. And so you can see again, 3 over 10 divided by 5 over 10 is going to give you that 3 over 5. Hopefully that is a bit helpful for your conditional probability, showing you the rule connected to a concrete example. If you like that video, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel.